Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're zooming in and focusing in a little bit more in depth on a great viewer question, and that is really to understand and get perspective on the malignant covert narcissist and their secretive personality, the way that they are under wrap and key, almost like an onion, where they have a very much of a poker face. You don't really know what they're feeling. You don't know what they're thinking. Furthermore, you don't know what they're plotting. You don't know really what is going on underneath the surface. There can be very placid, very calm, very glassy on the surface, but you don't really know kind of what they are designing, either for you or kind of behind your back. And oftentimes it's very contradictory to that which they have shared or presented in you. And there is this secretive nature, the withholding of information, the withholding of opinions, feelings, actions, behaviors, whole parts of their personality which are important for you to know. If somebody really loves you, they will be honest. They will be forthright. They will be transparent. You will not have the feeling or experience that there is something awry, there is something askew, there is something buried, there is something hidden, there is something secretive about them. And oftentimes this secretiveness, this extreme stonewalling, if you will, where you don't really know what is going on and you are really kind of hinging on the edge and you're really kind of feeling like you have to pry, you have to go out of your way. You get into sort of a paranoia or a suspicious state that tends to keep you in a chronic state of fear, uncertainty, and unknowing. And then that can kind of overwhelm the relationship and your life, because oftentimes this person will manipulate in this way so that they keep you really in a trauma bond and always available. They're really kind of ready to lurk, ready to pounce when they are ready to open up, and your life becomes contingent or pivoting around this individual. And this can be very extreme, and it can create a real sort of tension. And as we dive in, I also wanted to thank those viewers. I just remembered. Thank you so much for your recent donations to the channel, particularly our viewers in Louisiana. I also had an inquiry. It just reminded me that they wanted me to start a GoFundMe page because some people do want to donate to the channel, but they want to keep an anonymity, without having like their name and or address or things of that nature. So I did just set up a GoFundMe page, GoFundMe.com, and it's under Peace and Harmony Channel Yes. So it is Peace and Harmony Channel Yes. And you can just go there, and if I've been a life changer, a game changer, or provided an important resource of information, knowledge, and tools for you, please feel free to donate the channel. It's going to keep the channel alive, and it's also going to help to fund the book that we're working on. And I have a feeling that a lot of people would appreciate sort of a workshop or question and answer sort of format to the channel. So I'm working on developing a way and a means to create sort of a workshop or a question and answer session so we can actually kind of be there more closely and more intimately for you to help kind of get a grip on things. So thank you once again for your ideas, your input, and your suggestions. And as you can see, we take your questions and desire seriously, and furthermore take them on to the next level so you can really take your life on to the next level as well. So thank you so much. And so picking up where we were, really sort of understanding that this secretiveness is really, and oftentimes they will use this. So they will be very stoic. They will kind of give you a glimpse or a hint that, they are feeling or moving in a certain way. And oftentimes this is permeated with a feeling that they cannot share this with you. You are not, good enough. You are not worthy of receiving this information about them. In other words, they're insinuating that you can't handle it, or they just don't want you to know. So they keep this upper hand over you. They kind of tend to rule or dominate the relationship. And once again, this is very indicative of their insatiable need to have power. They do reserve this and become reserved to keep this power over you. And as you can see, oftentimes people experience this as a state of being helpless. And furthermore, they can't get in touch with the fulfillment and interaction of the relationship because you are, put into a subjugated or submissive position. And they will oftentimes use this submissiveness kind of a passive-aggressive way to, and then furthermore, you see a bit of their mask, break when, they all of a sudden lash out. So, a person who is not transparent, meaning clear, forthright, honest, liking you in all the different ways that you are. In other words, your true, embracing your true gifts, your true talent, being supportive, wanting to help bring you to that next level. If they are not about that, then they are really a covert narcissist. If they can't enter into that next level with you, take it in a slow, gentle, nurturing fashion, be there to support and see you where you should be going in that sort of visionary quantum field that we're discussing here on the channel. If they are not engaging you on that level, and they are engaging in that secretive manner, it is because it's a very covert, manipulative way to keep you down, to keep you stuck, to keep you guessing, to keep you stuck in really an uncertainty. And yes, to every bit of relationship, there is a percentage of uncertainty, but if it becomes 20% uncertainty, 30% uncertainty, 40%, and then it's growing in that level, realize that, this is an opportunity for you to realize that this person is secretive. This person is keeping a withholding of information, feelings, and opinions that they will not share with you, and it keeps you in that underlying submissive state, oftentimes because they are insecure about their life, where they're headed, their feelings, and really how they feel about themselves, which is oftentimes contradictory to their very, domineering, charming, I am the man or I am the girl sort of persona. They don't have really the security, the certainty within themselves to back it up. And so oftentimes they are commitment-phobic in this nature, meaning they have a fear of commitment. And it's because they have this insecurity undergirding or underneath. So you can realize that it has nothing to do with you, your worthiness of being in an honest, fulfilling relationship where, they are there for you to give you affection and receive affection, and there's this, congruency of exchange. It oftentimes is indicative of their own security and fear, which is part of the personality disorder. It is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.